My screen is visible, right? So,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
so yesterday we go through how to create a Docker file from scratch. Okay. So, today I will show you uh, create a Docker file from scratch for a sample application. Okay. Today we can give some Python or Flask application and we add each layer, okay, one by one, and we just checking everything is fine using the commands, okay, Docker commands. Yesterday we didn't get the actual output. So quickly I am going to deploy on machine. Select Ubuntu machine. My partial is visible, right? I'm audible, right?
Yes.
I lost my connection for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
So,
Are you hotspotted on?
right. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So I successfully launched my machine. So just updating my package, apt update. This for after using this user mode, adding the user, then changing the permission to Docker sock, we can perform without sudo for Docker commands. Okay, that's why now we can uh, perform Docker commands without sudo as user. Okay, not use root user, as a normal user we can perform. So coming to Dockerfile. Okay, I'm going to create a Dockerfile. Sudo. So I am going to add first instruction with the argument. Then we need to add the machine type. Sorry, base image type. So alpine 3.1.8 is fine. So now I am going to build. Given the image name as app. Okay. See, successfully built. And this is the first layer, step 1 of 1. So I'm going to check the image using Docker image. See, app is there. So next thing I am going to create a work directory. Okay. Yesterday we tried the work directory. Like after, I mean, when coming to Docker, we need to create a directory. Okay, a specific directory for running our application or keeping the entire code, all the things. So that would be our working directory. Okay. So now I am going to check. Uh,
Your voice cut off. Maybe you can repeat the
Give
last
me
four,
a
five
second.
sentences.
Now it's clear, right? I put my phone better place.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All this voice is sent in packets. So once in a while, the bandwidth
Yes,
is issue. So
because you know which is protocol we are using.
uh, TCP IP.
No, no, not TCP. If we are using TCP, then you can hear all the like.
UDP. We're
You
using
didn't miss.
UDP.
You didn't miss the package.
Yeah, you're using UDP. You can miss packages in
Yes,
UDP, right?
for live streaming. This is a kind of live streaming, like. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So for this scenario, protocol will be not will be
UDP.
must be like UDP. So it will very
Yeah.
fast comparing to TCP. There is no handshake, just sending the data, and UDP
If it
didn't.
reaches, it reaches. If it not, it not.
Yes, UDP didn't ensure that packet is forward correctly or not. It's
Yeah.
just sending. Yeah,
The live human being will know that I didn't receive the transmission.
right, right, right. There is no authentication. Like for
Yeah,
TCP,
yeah,
there is two-way handshake authentication there,
yeah,
like
yeah.
from the sender and the receiver.
Did you study a lot of networking protocols?
These are the basics actually.
Oh, okay.
Now we are going to check. Yes, Docker run, the image name, then pwd. See, by default, the container or the image, like directory, this is like this. Okay, this is like a root directory, or similar like that. That's why that the forward slash. So in our case, or in coming to real world scenario, we need to specify the correct working path. Okay, so working path in the sense of when executing or running the container, we go to the corresponding directory. That's all. Okay. So that we need to add. that inside our Docker file. I mean our required working directory. So that for that we use one instruction, that is work directory. Work dir, and we need to mention the directory, which directory that we need.
Dot. This one, right? The current one.
Like we can choose app. So it will create a directory called app, and we landing to the corresponding app directory. So going to hit save and exit, run it again. I mean, build it again. Now you can see step 2, I mean layer 2 added. Okay, that's for working directory app. So we can say in the build section, we build 2 layer. So again, I am checking my directory using the same command docker run, and we need to mention our app name, sorry, image name. In our case, our image name is app. Then the checking the directory, okay, using pwd command. See, now we are in app.
Yeah.
Got it. This is checking the content, okay? Because we are in the Docker using Docker command. For example, if I using PW in my local machine, this is the working directory of mine, right? Home Ubuntu. So in above case, we set a directory for our application, and we landed to the application. So it will show like app. Got it? Any doubt?
Yeah,
I'm all.
basically in the first case, you ran it from the Docker. So it's inside that machine image. What is the
Hmm.
working directory? That's slash app. And then
Yes,
you ran
that's a
it
default one.
directly from the machine we're on, which is shows the home Ubuntu.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, this is my local machine, Ubuntu machine.
Yeah. And the other previous one was for what's inside the image.
Yes, this is inside
You have
image.
to mentally keep track of all these things, right? Even
Right,
though
right, right, right.
if
Don't
you're on the
confuse.
same command prompt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, right.
But the keyword Docker will give you the hint that okay, you went inside the Docker.
Yes, yes. So next thing we can add, like I have one application, okay, that is a Python application, a simple application. So we can try to deploy, I mean, create a Docker file for the application, okay. In previous scenario, we create one Docker file for a web application in first class for the Docker. So this class we will deploying similar way one Python application, and we will build. I mean, we go through the Docker section, like Docker instruction, adding different layers of Docker instruction.
Sir, uh, in the
Mm.
previous class where we deploy the web app into the Docker, so what's the difference between that and this? It's similar, right?
Yes. In previous section, I mean, we didn't get the output actually.
No, we got the output that it was like it's not yesterday. I was talking about few
It's
classes
first.
back. We did the same thing, right? We install means via doc image. We let's deploy the web application, and we were
In our
able to
first
see
class,
that.
right, regarding the Docker.
Right, right.
That's a simple scenario, like just to go through the section. So in this section, we will more concentrate on Dockerfile.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to real world scenario, okay, like um, for example, there is one existing application there. Okay, that application is not migrated, or it's a simple application that's running in a web server, okay, consider. But the requirement is we need to Dockerizing the existing application. Okay, that's the requirement. So what will we do? We need to create a Docker file based on the existing application and run it, test it like that. We need to go with like that.
So, in this scenario, then we need to move the existing application into the Docker image. We
Hmm.
can't
Yeah.
only deploy, we just need to move it because it is
No,
already
not
there.
moving actually, because in this case we didn't have any application, existing application. But for example, I have one application. Okay, consider that's
Mhm.
our existing application, and we will create a Docker file for the application and deploy in Docker.
But that we had already done. That we had already done in the first class, right? Simple scenario was there. We
That's
installed
for
the
the web
Docker.
application, right?
Right, right.
HTTP.
Yes.
Yes. This is for the Flask application.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I mean, in this section, I'm purely concentrated on Dockerfile creation. For that class, I just elaborate how to deploy a simple application using Dockerfile.
Right, 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 right. Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now you can see the application working directory change to app. And next thing is I need to add a user. Okay. So the user, now we can say who is the user of our Docker image. So using the same command, application, who am I? So the root is by default when creating container or image,
That's the
uh,
root of the container.
root, its default is root user. Okay. So some scenarios we need to change a username. Okay, like this user executing the image. I mean creating the container. So as a non-root user, okay, most of scenarios in coming to real world scenarios, we need to perform application as non-root user. So what will we do for that scenario? We need to create a user and we need to specify the user in our Docker file. So just open the Docker file and we can use instruction run for adding user. Okay. So I'm going to add a run instruction. Then we can add the username. Add user, then the username, any username we can provide. For example, uh, the user who executing these or any name we can provide. In my case, I'm providing my name. And one more thing we need to add. Now we successfully added a user. Okay, using this command, we added a user, but we didn't switch that user. Okay, so we need to mention user, then the name, username. Fine. Now we can say our container run as this user. Okay, as a non-root user. Now I am going to build again. Then checking again the who is the owner of the image. See, same way I'm checking my local machine. So who this is Ubuntu. And for the container image or the image, Docker image, the user Tawfiq. Got it.
Yes.
So we actually create a work directory Then using the instruction run, we use, we created a user and we switch a user using user instruction. Okay.
How does it showing like different names user? Means what's is it within Docker or it's local?
No, no, not local. Just show how
Means
this
how it
work
is
in the.
showing your name and in the other Ubuntu. What's the difference? How is it? Is it under Docker? Under Docker, it's Tosef.
It's nothing like
The
So
image.
when he runs the, can I answer the question?
yeah, sure.
So when he uses Docker,
Mhm.
then it's going to go inside the container, and the
Right, image.
container, yeah. So the container image. So
Mhm.
inside, when he created the image, there is a command. He said run add user Taufik, and so that's why Taufik is going to be the default user inside there. So when he asks who am I inside the Docker, it's going to come as Taufik. But if he's just at the regular command prompt and he asks who am I, this is for the local machine. It's going to answer Ubuntu.
But if he didn't add Taufik in the image, then
Then it would have shown root, because the
root.
default is root.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Then now I am going to add one more instruction that for I am going to install one Python application. Okay, like using Flask. So I need to install the dependency. Okay. So I am going to install dependency using the run instruction. So this is a run instruction, then APK update. First it update the APK like APT. Okay, consider APK means inside container APK, and APK add, we going to add it Python 3. This is the dependency for running our application. And one more dependency we need to add, because this is Python application. So I need to add the Flask. So coming to dependencies, these two dependencies we are going to install. Install in our, we need to add that dependency inside our image. After that, we will running the image. Okay. So I'm going to save and exit, again build. So what will happen here? It will installing the dependencies. Okay. Now I'm going to add one. This is Python application. So the format would be app, the file name, then the extension is .py. So nano open editor, I'm performing like app.py. So I have one sample code. So just copying that. So this is the Python application. So it's nothing, just using the Flask, then it will display. Hi world, this is the Dockerization Python application, Flask app, and the port should be 8080. Okay, save, exit. Now in our local machine, there is this file, Python application. So how we need to move from this this application, like a code, from this local machine to our uh, container or image. which instruction
I'm
we
trying
can
to
use?
remember the command. I forget.
For Pamba, you also forgot?
Yeah, we're not practicing
Is
this.
it copy? Copy
Yes, symbol,
to
copy,
inside
copy.
copy the app.py to
Yeah, just we can say the copy command, the copy instruction. There is an instruction in Docker, like copy. So we can use the instruction copy to move one file from one direction to another direction. Or we can,
CP. So
sorry?
DCP command. Docker CP app.py to dot.
Copy file name to the path where we want to
Yes,
use.
yes. Just open, I mean, the Docker file, then add the copy instruction.
Oh, you
That's it.
can add it here. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes. Copy. This is the instruction, okay? So we need to tell
This is
to
like
the
a little script that runs. The Docker file is like a little script that runs.
right.
It'll run.
So we can copy using the copy instruction, and we need to provide the path and from which.
App name, right?
Right.
What do you want to
To
copy? The app name and then the path. Where do you want to deploy?
Yes.
you accidentally
Yes.
copied the previous
Copy.
clipboard.
Then dot app. Okay. Using this, what will happen?
It will take the local folder inside app.
No.
Dot is for the local directory. Inside local directory, there's a directory called app. So it will copy that.
No,
Then you
no.
give the path. No?
Like this, okay. The copy means it will copy from the root directory in our local machine. Okay, got it.
Oh,
So
okay.
in our local machine current directory, what are the things there? It will copy from that machine to container machine path. In our case, our working directory is what? Inside container app. So
Yeah.
the ender file copying from the local machine to the machine this directory. Got it. That's why I'm using this dot. Otherwise, we can mention the specific file name. So it will only copying the specific file name.
So it will copy whole directory,
All
not only the
what
path.
are the files in the current directory in my local machine? So all
Right.
the things will copying from the local machine to the container image.
Okay.
If you didn't use the dot in front, copy dot slash app. If you didn't use the dot, would it be the same thing?
No,
I
we need
don't.
to specify what things we need to copy. Like in this case, it will copy entire directory contents.
Only
It contains the
without.
app directory, right? Everything inside the app directory. It'll copy the app directory
No,
and
no,
everything inside.
no, not the app directory. The root of the app directory.
No. I will explain.
No.
Wait, give me a second. Save exit. Just to build. Yes.
So you have to give it a location to copy to. So you can put a dot in front of that. Yeah, that will work.
Okay. So what will happen means
It took the entire directory that is here and put it inside app.
yes.
Copied it to an app path.
For example, this is my local directory. Okay. ls. So in my local directory, there is two files, app.py and Dockerfile. So
if you run
now,
docker run ls.
yes, now we use the copy command. So now we can say these two files moved from here to Docker image app directory. Got it. So how we will check? You can
Docker
check like
run ls.
Docker run. We need to mention the app image name. Okay, app. Then ls. See,
Yeah,
both files are there.
in there now.
We can check with the app directory. Got it. Got it. So we can say our like these things are moved from local to there.
So dot slash app. So it is going to
If
move only the Docker file, or it is
no,
going to move the both Docker file and
no, 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 no,
app.py.
no. Oh, I will explain.
When you say move copy dot, dot means local directory that you're
This
in, current
this
directory
this
you're in.
means the
So it's going to
current
take
directory.
everything.
The current directory of
Yes.
our base machine. Okay. In our
Right. Right.
case, the Ubuntu machine. That's our main. So otherwise, I can say like same file name like app.py. That's fine.
Right.
Coming to real world scenario, there is a lot of files like
Mhm.
requirement files, readme files. There is a lot of code. So many things are there.
Right.
Like so, we need to copy the
Mhm.
entire thing. So that we can use dot. So it will copy all the files from the base to image.
But by writing slash app, it is going to copy everything because this is a directory, right?
This is
This
the
is a
directory
direct.
of this directory belongs in our container or the image. Before we already created that working directory.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
it will
okay.
move
This
it to
is
our working directory in image. So
okay, okay, okay. I got
first,
it.
yeah, first Docker instruction that is copy. Then next thing is what file that we need to copy. So first we need to mention that thing. In our case, we can say like this app.
Yes, I got it. Actually, before it was there was no space, right? I thought like this is
Yes, yes, got it.
the file
It's
from the
nothing.
same.
This
Mhm.
is copying the current directory
Source to
location.
destination. This is
Yes, this
source
is
and
the
this is destination.
destination path.
Right, right. Okay,
The,
got it.
the second spot is for inside the container, and the first spot is the local
Local.
machine.
Yeah. And for this application, we need to expose the port. We didn't expose the port like that. We can use the instruction export. Sorry, expose. So expose, then we need to mention the container port, okay, inside a Docker file. So it will be 8080. Then one more thing we need to add another instruction that is called CMD. Okay, CMD is a instruction that we included in Dockerfile for the for which purpose means whenever we starting the container, okay, whenever starting the container, at the starting time we need to run some application or some services inside the container. Okay, so the first priority, okay, what after running the container, what are the things should be start first that we need to include in the CMD section. I mean CMD instruction for our application. Whenever in this case, I mean whenever the container start, we need to run the uh, like Python application. Okay, so we have a Python application that is app.py. So we can include in the command first it running the python.application. So app.py. Got it. It's nothing. First thing to start whenever the container start. So the priority goes, it will check the CMD. So checking the CMD, so we can mention what are things to start first. So it will starting. Any doubt?
So you have to write something in front of the command, right? So you're going to do dot app.py
Yes.
cmd app.py.
Yes, yes. I'm going to add control X. Um, I'm stucking in my PowerPoint. Sorry, PowerShell.
Maybe exit and open again.
Just closing. The screen is not shared, right?
Screen is not visible yet. No. Now we see it. Nano Dockerfile.
Yes.
We deleted a bunch of stuff. We didn't save it.
I just add the instruction CMD.
Okay.
So after CMD, we use to open a bracket. Okay. Then we need to provide the what are things.
Because it will make it like a
yes.
it will open a command prompt and put python3 app.py.
Right.
Yeah.
This should be ensure what are things we include in the CMD. So we start the Python and our application app.py. This is a dependency, okay? And we already installed that dependency, see. And the file, our application code file, that is app.py. We already moved that thing from local to the directory app. So going to execute, save and exit. Build it again.
Yeah, build again.
Done. Docker PS. Sorry, image. See, this is the one. The latest one, app. Got it.
Yeah.
So the next thing is now we can run, okay? That's not a problem. Using the command, we can run. But now we can say we have a Python application code, then using the code, or we Dockerize the application using Dockerfile. Okay, installing Docker and create the Dockerfile. And we successfully build the application. Okay. So the next thing is in real world scenario, we need to save this image. Okay, like we need to push to our repository or center repository. In our case, we can say there is a Docker Hub. We can push the image to Docker Hub. So how we will push this image to Docker Hub? So first we need to tag this image name. Okay, tagging in the sense of like in real world scenario, there is a lot of applications, same applications like version 1, version 2, like that. So we can easily find that these versions belongs to that thing like that. So in that case, we need to tagging different image. Okay. So after a couple of days, okay, now I am tagging like V1. So after a couple of days, the application again adding some features or next version, so V2 like that. So we can easily find that is the version and all the things using the tag command. So in coming to Docker, we can tagging Docker images using Docker tag command. Sorry, Docker tag command. So Docker tag, then we need to mention the application name. Okay. You following, right?
Yeah, Docker tag. I'm trying to remember the command.
Okay. Docker tag, then the app name. In our case, our application name is app, right? Docker image app. So I'm going to tag Docker tag. How we will tag? First we need to provide the name. Then we are going to move this code to image to our Docker Hub. Okay. So first we need to provide our username in Docker. So in my case, I have a Docker Hub account and my username is Taufik. In your case, the name should change as your name, okay, like that. Before that, we need to tag. First I am going to tag the name of our image. In our case, app. Then this way we tag, okay. Then we can provide the version V1 or V2. I'm going to with the latest, okay. So I can know this is the latest version of application. Got it?
Yeah.
Then we need to provide the username. The username I'm using in my Docker Hub. Then we can say the app name like this same name, like latest. Any doubt? First, using Docker tag command, we tagging our image. Okay, our image name is app. I'm tagging with the latest. This is my tag. Okay, latest. Then we need to provide the Docker Hub username with the latest tag name. That's all. Hit enter. Docker images. It will create one more image with our latest tag. See, same image. Okay, same image and same size. Everything you can see here. So we can say we already successfully tagged. So next we need to push this tagged image to Docker Hub. Got it? So what will we do using Docker login? This is another command to log into our Docker Hub. This is a command Docker login. So it will ask for the username. So we need to provide our Docker Hub login credential. In my case, this is my Docker Hub username. Hit and it will ask for password. So we need to provide the password for login to Docker Hub. See, login succeeded. So the next thing is we need to push this image from this machine to Docker Hub. Okay. So there is another Docker command for pushing, that is Docker push. Then we need to provide the image name, then our username, then application name. Username, then the application name. So the application name is tagged one. So ensure that THOUFEK.
I think it's right app there.
And pushing to latest.
App colon latest.
This should moving our file to Docker Hub. See, it's pushing. Done. So this way we will move our application to, build image to Docker Hub. Any doubt? Both of you?
No, it's okay. Yeah. It's just like git push and git pull.
Right.
Okay,
You
push.
can just go to Docker Hub to see the application. Just go to repository. See, this is the one minute ago. So the image is here, latest one. So we can next time we didn't go with the like creating image, Docker image or anything. We can just copy the pull command from here and just come here, just paste like Docker pull my repository name and my application name. So it will download. We need to provide the tag as well. Let us see. It's already pulling from Tofik dot. Image is up to date. Got it.
Yes.
Any doubt?
No, it's okay.
So this is actually registry that is Docker Hub. Okay. So some scenarios in real world cases, some scenarios that we need to create a private registry, okay, instead of Docker Hub. So for that, we will create a private registry within our environment, okay, within our environment, and we will push the image to our private registry. So it's not visible to the everyone. Only our organizations or privileged peoples can access. We can provide the access for accessing these images. Got it. For that, we will create a private registry. So private registry means we will create a container, a registry container. Okay. So then we will push these images to that container. Got it. So there are two way we can store our image. One is private registry. That is, we build the registry inside our Docker. The next thing is we can push our image to Docker Hub. Any doubt?
No, sir. All fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's okay.
okay. So then these are the things I need to include in the Docker file section. So we have the application, so we can just run that thing, okay, like the Python application using Docker run command, Docker run. Now we are going to run, creating the container. Port number 8080. We're going to map with the container port and now it started. Python Flask
Port
application.
of the local machine.
Yes. So this is the application that I pushed. This one. You can see in my Docker Hub. Updated
Yes.
1 minute ago. This pushed from that machine. So next time we can just copy the command to pulling this image to the corresponding environment.
Yeah.
So I'm just checking the application is running or not. Mhm. 226. I didn't enable the port, I think. See, that Python application is running.
Maybe open another tab and just type in the address again.
Can you check in your machine? I'm just paste the IP. Oh, I have some issues. That's why. Hope you can see, visible the application, right? Can you check? Just go to chat.
Yeah, I can check. It worked for me. I was on mute, so I couldn't. I spoke, but you couldn't hear me.
Okay.
For me, it is still loading.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So bad request. Okay. So this is a way deploying application using Dockerfile. So if you don't have any doubt or confusion, then we can wind up.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good
And one
night.
more thing, just to go through like creating the same things in your own environment.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like it's like
Easy to
we
forget
forget
if you don't practice.
right. I will share the comments, okay? Anyway, just
Okay.
go through at least one time.
Okay.
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 Thanks.
Bye bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.